Trevor Bickles! Are we well? Yeah, it's nice being back in it. It's lovely to be back, people, doing all the things we've taken for granted. You know, like getting dressed. It's lovely, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about coronavirus, but it has sent people crazy, right? The other day, I was at this service station. Out of nowhere, Junkie Bird comes up to me. And she's like, "Hey, mister, buy us a cup of coffee. And if you buy us a cup of coffee, I'll suck your dick," right? Now, I know times are hard. I know people are struggling. But £4.80 for a cup of coffee, right? £4.80, it's ridiculous. I've recently gone on to TikTok. Anyone here on TikTok? I know the dance. I didn't really want to go on TikTok, if I'm honest with you, right? But it was my mates that convinced me. But when I told my dad I was on TikTok, right, he was furious. He was like, "You're a 40-year-old man. You're going to make a name for yourself." I thought he meant influencer. Apparently he meant paedophile. It was actually my dad that got me into my day job as well. I've actually got a bit of a day job. I'm a London black cab driver as well. And I love my... Thank you there. One fan at the back. I love my day job, right? I love my day job. But the thing about it is, though, the worst thing about my job's got to be the drunks, right? And the worst one I ever had was this woman picked her up from the West End of London, mangled, right? And she was sick everywhere. Sick in the floor, sick in the hair, handbag, you name it, right? Was I angry? No. I was very calm and I was very compassionate, because after all, it was my wife. No. Me and my wife, though, we are from two different worlds. She's from the north, I'm from the East End of London, from an area called Newham. Growing up in the East End, it was quite tough. Most of the kids in my school were sent to prison, and that was just on work experience. I remember once as well when I was at school, and I don't know if anyone here has ever done this, called their teacher Dad by mistake. I remember when I done it, right, I got bullied for weeks for knowing who my dad was. Growing up in East London, right, it's a very multicultural area, right? And when you grow up in a multicultural area as a kid, you don't just pick up a bit of the customs, you pick up a bit of the language as well, right? By the age of 8, couldn't tell my times tables, no, but I could call you a sister fucker in Punjabi. Banjo there. I could do it. My family are very multicultural as well. I've got in-laws, half Pakistani. I've got a cousin, right? He married a Hindu girl. Now, it's quite a romantic story, right? I'll set this scene. They met while he was backpacking. He was from London. She was from a poor part of India called Leicester. Right? We've been married a little while now, me and my wife, right? But the other day, something happened, so I've got to tell you about this, right? I was sitting in the living room. Mrs. come walking in. I went, "You all right, love?" She went, "Fuck off." So I thought, oh, she's in a good mood today. So I said, "What's the matter with you?" She went, "You know what you've done? Last night in my dream, you and Sheridan Smith were in our bed fucking." I thought, my God, we're having the same dreams now, you know what I mean? We have quite a big social life, me and the missus. Before lockdown, we was invited to a fancy dress party, and now the theme was South America. So my wife was like, "Ooh, maybe I could go with someone from the Amazon." So she did. We dressed her as a box. Think that's bad. When we arrived, didn't even bother knocking, just throw over the fence. Right? Now we're at this party, right? It's a posh party. You know this because the wine comes in a bottle and not a box. Proper posh, right? But I make a bit of a prat with my wife's friends all the time, right? Like one of them pulls me aside and goes, "Trevor, you're a working class sort of guy. Would you consider yourself more left-wing or more right-wing?" I said, "With my ankles, mate, I'm better off in goal." My wife pulls me outside. She goes, you're making me look stupid." I said, "Really, love? You're dressed as a box." She goes, "I've got something to tell you. I've got some goss. Turns out our neighbour is polyamorous." I said, "Well, you should see someone about that." She went, "No, polyamorous means someone who has multiple partners." I went, "Oh. See, where I'm from, we call them slags." I don't know if anyone's had a holiday. We had a holiday cancelled, right? So we're looking to book a holiday for next year, right? Now, I suggested something simple, like Spain or the Greek islands. But my wife was like, "Thank you. I've been heckled with Greek islands." There we go. I wanted that, mate. I wanted to go to Spain or the Greek islands. I'm telling you I did, right? My wife wouldn't have it. And do you know why she didn't want to go there? She doesn't like the heat. She's gone with my wife's choice of holiday, the Maldives. I said, "Babe, you do realise the Maldives is a very hot country?" She's like, "Yeah, I know, but it's a different sort of heat." I said, "Yes, it's called expensive heat." When you get married, though, I've discovered things about my wife. Like, I realise we've got two different meanings for the term day off, right? When I want a day off...